So, update on the wandering dude. I'm seeing roots, lots of roots. It is time to pot these babies up. Okay, let's get started. Seeing as how the mother plant is also just a tiny plant itself, there are places that I could take more snippings from, and we'll do that in just a moment. For now, I'm going to make holes in the soil with this like skewer tool that I have. I just call it a hole poker. So I want to make sure it's wide enough that the roots are getting down in there. Look at the roots. So here we go. First one. So once you're certain that the roots are down in the hole, you want to cover them up with some of that topsoil to make sure that they are down in completely down in the soil. So that's what I'm doing here. And I'm looking for a space to make more holes, at least one or two. I'm not sure how many clippings, I didn't count, but I'm gonna make another hole because there is room to put these clippings in this mother plant, at least a few of them. Think I'm just about ready for another clipping. So get one here. Strong and healthy roots. These roots are very fine on the inch plant. The wandering dude, they are really, really fine roots. Not so fine as that you can't see them, but just different. Just a very fine root. I've seen them in other plants that I can't name right offhand, but very fine roots. So you want to cover them again with their topsoil. Cover those roots up. And look at how full it is getting. It's a little loose here, so I gotta go back in and make sure I'm covering it. That completely, the stem, the roots, the entire clipping that I put in here. I want to make sure that it's nice and sturdy. And I think it's just about done there. It is so full and pretty. These plants grow so quickly. It's one of my favorites. So as you can see, we have more clippings here, and I do not think they're going to fit. I was right about that, by the way. Still searching for gaps so I can make holes. And I think this is number 3. So looking for a third hole, clipping. More roots. Down in the dirt we go. And again, covering it with the soil. So when you notice that it's still a little flimsy, it's not always because you did not stabilize it. Sometimes it's just because it's so long. It is reaching for a place to climb. These plants like to, these are the best trailing plants. Wandering dudes, the inch plant, I love them. I just love these plants. The beautiful purple and green stripe and then completely purple undertones. Just so pretty. Just can't help but show it off. And making just one more hole, maybe 2, I'm not sure, but I need to speed the video up. So here goes. So here I thought that this was about enough clippings. I grabbed my shears and take a few more. Why not? They grow so fast. So I'm clipping. I think I only took 2 or 3. But it is so full and it is so ready to climb, so ready to trail, so ready to reach for the sun. So yeah, those 3 clippings. That's about it. Checking the soil, make sure everything is padded down and those roots are covered. It's beautiful, it's full. It's ready to go back into the cover pot. I love the way these plants fill out. We have more clippings here that haven't even been added to anything. So I'm going to swap them out the first chance I get. I'll be swapping the ones with roots to the ones without roots. Here's a pot, just a regular planting pot, 3 holes in the bottom, good drainage. So it looks like I may need to speed up again. So I decided against speeding up. It's just a cover pot here, and we still have clippings with roots. And I'm going to have to make a separate pot. I'm definitely going to make this into another plant. Both are 2 inches here. I went downstairs and got this one from my guest bathroom. It's the very first one that I made. The very first clipping that I took from my mom's plant. So this one, I'm going to give her a haircut first. Because remember, they grow so fast that you can take clippings almost all year round just to keep the pot full. So she's got a little haircut. One more clipping just about here. Oops. So I take this whole thing out of the pot before I cut it. Upon removing it, I realized that it's just so tiny. I could just fit it into the 2-inch pot. It's just a shot cup after all. So we already have this set up here. I'm ready to start putting soil in here. And this may need to be speeded up. So hang on. I didn't think that you needed to see me like fill this up with soil. So that's what I'm doing here. It's a very airy mix. Vermiculite, earthworms. And I did use like a orchid bark mixture. Remove the tiny clippings here from the shot cup. Take my clips out first. And there we have it. So easily removed. The roots are good here. I don't want to break it up too much because it's just acclimating into this cup. So just like a bit off the top into the soil. It's the same mixture that I used to start this plant. So here we have it in the 2-inch cup pot. And I'm going to have to add more soil after adding these clippings. Those are the clippings that did not have a space in the other 2-inch pot. So I'm going to just get these acclimated in here. Push them down into the soil and bury them. Because remember, this is a whole new plant. A whole new plant. Another 2-inch plant. Inch by inch is a cinch. Look at the roots on that plant. I love the roots. I think it's like the best part of any plant. Excellent rooting system. And this was like 2 weeks ago. So they grew really quickly. You can see I took each clipping and placed it into the soil like almost systematically. I didn't want to do them all at once. Just taking my time. I'm actually going to throw soil over top of the dirt to bury these roots. And I think I need to speed this part up again. So hang on. Yep, just adding more soil here. All around. On the top, on the sides. There's that orchid bark. There's a blend of orchid. So it's just basically bark from trees. And I'm just like tapping it down. See, tap, tap. Just making sure that I'm covering all of my roots. And yes, I said roots a lot in this video. Just going to reuse that water because there are nutrients in that water. I'm just squeezing the water down into the pot. Sit it here just to catch any drips. Want to move it over to the side and get that cover pot. It's really cute. Now I have 2 2-inch plants. They look amazing. They are very healthy. I'm hoping that this one is as healthy as it was when I first started in that little shot cup. And this one has been doing very well. They're very firm. And they're so soft and silky, the leaves on these plants. It really is a great trailing plant to have decorative even. So just got to get more water down into this second pot and hold it over the little lady to keep any drips from, I don't know why, because I have a mat there. So just, it's a force of habit, I suppose. Anyway, just holding it here, getting the dripping water. And then don't forget that we have these new clippings. So I'm going to fill this tube up with some more water, get it filled all the way up to the brim. And I'm going to take these clippings and add it to the water. And eventually they will be added to one of the two, or both will get new clippings as soon as we get roots. But you see how fast the first one grew? They are really quick growers, these plants. Trailing plants. The wandering dude, the inch plant. I've even heard people say wandering Jew. But either way, it's a transcendia. I believe that's how it's pronounced. So, again, we are just trying to get roots to start forming on this third or fourth, since I got like 2 clippings off my mom's plant. Look at how bushy that is. I'm looking forward to adding it to this one. Look at how pretty that is. So we have 2-inch plants here from 2 tiny clippings. I'm just going to wait for the new propagations. For now, thank you all for watching. As always, love, peace, and power from me and mine to you and yours.